everyone, today I did a tutorial using the new palette from Urban Decay. It's a Naked palette, and I absolutely adore this palette. I get a lot of uses out of it, and I know that this is going to be a little bit dark for the daytime. I like to wear a lot of dark looks like this. If you would like me to do a tutorial of more daytime kind of nude look, I can do that, and I was actually planning on doing it, so if you guys would like to see that, then just leave me a comment below letting me know what you think about that. And as always, the products that I use for the rest of my face will be towards the end of the video. So if you want to see how I did this, then keep on watching. Okay, the first thing you want to do is prime your lid. I'm just going to use the mini primer potion that came with the Naked palette. I'm just going to put just a little bit on my lid. You don't really need a lot of this. This is really concentrated, so a lot goes, or I should say a little goes a long way with this primer. It's an awesome one. You may need to pick up a little bit more because with these little mini ones, there's not that much product in them. Alright, so then I'm going to pick up the very first color, and I'm going to use the MAC 252 brush. It's one of my favorite brushes, and it's a flat one. Let me, hopefully my camera can focus. And the first color we're going to pick up is called Toasted, which is this one here. It's the one that looks kind of rosy in the palette. And then we're just going to pat that on our lid. And then you're going to flip the brush upside down, and then you're just going to pull that up just slightly onto your brow bone, right where you would put your crease color normally. Okay. So then with a fluffy brush, I'm using the Sigma 222. They changed the color. They changed the numbering on their brushes, but it's a fluffy one like this. You can use the MAC one if you have that one. And I'm going to just take the color Hustle, which is right next to Toasted. It's the one that has more of a, kind of like a plummy tone to it. Just taking just a little bit, just barely anything on my brush. And I'm just going to stamp that right on the outer corner. You have to close your eye for this. And try to look with your other eye at the outer corner, and then just start slightly feathering that color into your crease. And then once you have that color there in the outer V area, you can start pulling that color inward. So hopefully my my camera can focus. There it goes. And you guys can see this. So it may take a little while just to get, the blending down. Okay. Then I'm going to take just a little bit of Dark Horse, which is on the other side of Toasted, which is like a dark brown with a little bit of a kind of goldy shimmer glitter. Just barely anything again. Just tap that. And going right above in the crease area as well. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little bit of the next color, Buck, which is a matte kind of medium brownish color here. And I'm going to take another fluffy crease brush, this one that's a little bit more kind of tapered and smaller. Take a little bit of that, just barely anything again, tapping off the excess and going right over what we just did. And that kind of just helps blend out and soften the edges of the color. You can see we have kind of like a darker smoky outer V, which is going to be coming up next. Before that, I'm going to do my highlight. I'm just taking an eyeshadow brush, just any clean eyeshadow brush, and I'm picking up Virgin, which is the very first color in the palette. It's a perfect brow highlight. So pick some of that up and start applying that right to your brow highlight area. And I like to take it just on the tip of the brush and kind of come right underneath my brow here as well. And then just gives you the perfect color. Then I want to take some of the same color, Virgin, just a little bit in the inner corner, and kind of, it just illuminates this inner pocket here. They can kind of be kind of shadowy and create a little bit of a darker cast on your eyes. So you just want to kind of brighten that up with a little bit of that color. Then the next step is to take the double-ended pencil that comes in the palette. I'm using the Zero, which is a dark one. And I'm going to be lining my upper lash line. It doesn't have to be precise, and super perfect. It could be messy because we're going to blend this out. So we're just going to apply that, and then we're going to blend. So just, you can do your liner as thick or as thin as you normally wear it, whatever you want. You can wing it out if you want. You don't have to, but I'm not going to for this look. Then I'm going to take the MAC 219, which looks like this, and I'm going to take that color Creep, which is probably the darkest shade in the palette. It has like a little bit of a kind of bluish glittery tone to it. It's really pretty. And then I'm just going to apply that over the liner that we just did. And then I'm going to pick up some more and go like in the outer V. And by the V, it's just basically doing a V shape and blending that into the eyeliner, and then start pulling that into the outer corner. And once you have that color kind of pulled in right in there, it kind of creates like a little bit of a harsh line. So what we're going to do is just go back over it in just a second. But I'm just going to continue to blend this eyeliner out nice and evenly. And then we're going to take just a clean, fluffy brush and go in and just start cleaning this outer corner and pulling that inward. So then you have just like a slight kind of darker shade. Now I can go back with the same color, or you can mix it with the dark horse, just barely anything, and then just tap it. See? And then you just have to definitely work with this color, and then just kind of clean it up. Pretty much it for the top lashes. Now for the bottom, I'm going to take the other side of the pencil in Whiskey, which is a dark brown, which it has no glitter. If you don't have this palette, you can use Bourbon, which has a little bit of shimmer, or just any matte, any eyeliner that doesn't have any shimmer. So I'm going to put this on my waterline. So hopefully my camera can focus. I'm just basically running that right in my actual lashes, and I'm smudging it into my hair, the actual hairline right there. And then I'm going to run it in my waterline as well. Okay, so now that we have that, you just need to take a small shader brush, like something like this. This is just an ultra professional brand, and we're going to just smudge that kind of out a little bit. And if you need to pick up some more, you can just swipe your brush off of the pencil, the tip of the pencil, and go inward in the inner corner and bring that all the way in. Okay. And then to go over that so that it stays on all day and doesn't run off, I'm going to take Dark Horse, and I'll show you that again. It's this color here, the dark brown with the gold kind of shimmer. And I'm just going to go right over what we just did, right over that pencil, so it stays on, and it creates a nice kind of coloring, kind of like a little bit of a smoky eye underneath. Okay, and with that same brush that we used for the brow highlight, I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that color, and the virgin color, the very first color in the palette, which is this one, if I can get it on camera. And I'm just going to put that right here in the inner part and kind of blend it into the eyeliner, so it kind of creates just a kind of bright effect, which I really like. It's perfect for that. Now all I have to do is apply some mascara. I'm going to be using my Fresh Supernova mascara on the top, and then just this mascara from Hourglass. It's just a little mini one on my lower lash line, and then I'll be back to show you the rest of the look. Alright, so the look is complete. Now for the product for the rest of my face, I use my Tarte Tinted Moisturizer, as I always do. And I use my Smashbox Halo Bronzer all over. For my blush, you guys should already know this one. I do a pretty smoky eye that's kind of dark. I like to kind of have like a neutrally kind of blush. And you can use just a little bit of your bronzer, like a little bit of contouring if you wanted to. But I'm just using my blush from Lorac in Soul, which I've mentioned this in tons of videos. A good one from MAC would be, I think it's called Buff, which is kind of like a neutrally kind of nude blush, but it's still there and you can see it. It's really pretty. For my lips, I'm just using, I kind of want it like a toned down lip color. So I'm just using Beach Bound lipstick. It's a glaze by MAC, and it's from the To The Beach collection, and it's just like this really pretty shimmery color. It has a little bit of a gold sheen to it. Not a whole lot to it. Just looks kind of plain and blah. But I really liked it because it just gives me like a pretty healthy kind of sheen and makes my lips look kind of like goldy, and I like that. I like that look. I do. I like it a lot. So I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, if you have any suggestions for other types of videos that you guys would like me to do, just leave a comment below this video, and I will see you guys in my next video.